Welcome everybody. So we got another, well, just the same one from yesterday, which is not a big deal. Cool. Let's get a little bit of playtime in before I gotta go do some chores around the house. Right. Put that there. Hope everybody's having a wonderful and beautiful Saturday. Had some storms roll in overnight. It rained till about 8, 9 o'clock this morning. Not too shabby, I gotta say. And now all we got is sunshine, so we're gonna take advantage of said sunshine today. So anyways. Didn't we find a vein in this one? I think we did. Yep, we did. It is way on in there. Sorry. Springtime. Well, yeah. And this guy remembered his controllers, so we don't have to back out of a game and get back into it. He's a bright one. Change. That's a good one. Let's go to that. People still having issues. It's not that hard. But anyways. Me and the missus played a little bit of Fortnite last night. She agreed to do a Fortnite Friday. So every Friday, 8 o'clock. And I'm thinking it's going to be on... I'm going to multi-stream it for the moment. And let's see how things go. But we tried to kick. There's a few people to stop by, just like it does for Twitch, for me, you know. And that's fine. And everybody thinks I'm Dash. No. My nickname that I was given Twitch, literally, that's my nickname I was given. The story to that is I actually survived off of caffeine and nicotine for 2 weeks. Okay? So that's all I had. I sad to say, but Pepsi and cigarettes for 2 weeks. I didn't eat. Don't know how I made it. I really don't. I sustained in that 2 weeks, but into those 2 weeks, I was sitting on the back of a car and I was twitching, probably because I needed to eat. So, a lovely friend of mine gave me the nickname. That was well before Twitch TV even thought about coming out. And then, shortly after that point, Halo for Xbox was released. Google? No. Why in the... I never said, hey, Google. And my phone's just like, oh, Halo for Xbox. It just tells you they're constantly listening to everything you do on your phone. And that is just a fact. In the US, they are constantly listening. Tech companies, especially freaking Google, Apple, Amazon. You got any kind of assistant in your house, it's gonna listen. But anyway, so she gave me the nickname of Twitch. Halo come out for Xbox. And of course there was a mode, I believe it was pistols. So we run pistols, and we actually had a rule that all you could do was a pistol whip. Couldn't even shoot. Well, I was the boss of pistol whips. Nobody could touch me. They tried. They definitely tried. Trust me, they tried. So one of them said, well, that's some shit. And I was like, well, I just found my username. So my nickname from that point on, my gamer name from that point on has been Twitch the shit. Sometimes it's some bullshit. Just saying. So that is where my nickname comes from. So it was not Twitch, YouTube, and the name's Dash. No, it's Twitch the shit. But S-H-Y-T, so shite. That's what I like to say sometimes. Anyways. There's an explanation of my nickname. So please don't call me Dash. Call me Dash, I'll just be like, well, Prancer and Comet and Vixen, Cupid, they're all going to get jealous. Yeah, okay. I guess it wasn't that funny, huh? But just, please, please. I know that just seems to be the thing nowadays, that people just assume if you have Twitch in your name or YT in your name that it stands for, you know, Twitch TV and YouTube, and that only leaves 4 characters in my nickname. It just, put your freaking name out there, man. But anyway, so last night was a world premiere of using a camera. I decided to do this on out of Ore this morning. So y'all can see the man behind the name and voice. So there we go. If you like the content, you know, all you gotta do is just let me know from in comments here and there and everywhere. Like I said, I have a YouTube, I have the Twitch, I have a Kick. I just don't know about the Kick yet. It seems like it's gonna be kind of cool, but as people have said, it's run. I guess it started as a gambling, but if you think about it, the gambling platforms got hit hard during COVID. So, in reality, it makes sense for a gambling platform to expand their horizons and actually have games. Does it not? It makes money sense. So they might have spent a lot of money getting things going. I can almost guarantee at some point in time, because they're saying the split's 95-5. So 95% goes to the creator, 5% goes to the company that is hosting your creation or your game or your stream. And 5%, that's kind of small. So I want to know where they're getting. They're probably got subscriptions and other stuff like that they're making money from. And we are getting a text message. That's the wife. I have to answer. She's just telling me I probably should have went to work today. That's all she's saying. But still, I have to answer. I have to talk to her. Yeah. Anyway, so I forgot what it was. But 95.5, I don't know how they do it. And that's cool, however they're doing it. Um, it don't make sense to me, how they can actually sustain that type of. I thought I fixed this. Did I not fix that, people? Let me know. But it's. I think it could be turned into something great if they actually put forth the effort. And it's not even putting forth an effort. It's just they're going to have to convince a lot of people of that they're going to be different. And like I was saying, I think that split's going to change once it gets bigger, because I don't see them being able to sustain a 95% to a creator without some sort of loophole. And I think that loophole would be that you have to use their sponsors, and their sponsorships is what I would assume. I mean, I can always be wrong, but that's what I think. Because they have so many rules and regulations, and just in the casino and gambling world, that it's difficult for them to make a profit off of something. But no, I mean, we all know they make freaking money. They made money off of me. Trust me, I know they did. Caesars, if you're listening, if you want to sponsor, that'd be cool. I got 2 casinos right near me. I'm joking. I couldn't do that. That would be wrong of me to do. It would be unprofessional. I'd be blocked in so many different ways. Plus, I wouldn't be able to. It would just be. You wouldn't be able to put much out there. I'm thinking this is going to be pretty nice right here. Have a lit up way. And I like how I set this up. And by the way, you can comment on me. I don't really care. I've heard it before. I'll hear it again. It doesn't matter to me. You don't. My wife's like, oh, some people are going to like what you do, some aren't. And I'm like, it makes no difference to me if they like me or not. That's, if they do, they do. Awesome. I appreciate it. If you don't, c'est la vie, man. It really don't If you don't like me, it's okay. Just another person in this world, and you know, there are people out there that actually do like me, and it's cool. I like them for who they are too. You know, I don't always agree with their ideals and their positions on things, and that's just fine. It's their life. They have to live it. They have to deal with their consequences, just like I have to deal with mine. Dang it! So, more power to them that they can actually do and make their decisions and live by, live with, and by them, and go that route. I will support them in one shape, form, fashion, or another. And if you think my main goal on this platform is to make money, you're wrong. That's just a bonus. That's all that is. My main goal on this platform is to network with other people around the world, not just in one area or location. I want to network with more. So, for me, I find it nice that other people have the same ideas and ideals as me, even if we are in another country. And that's fine. You know, if you're in another country, hey, like I say, more power to you, more power to just congrats. And this whole, I'm patriotic, very patriotic. I can't join the military. I've tried 2 different branches. But we as a nation have not progressed. I think, personally, I think we have digressed. Because little history buff I am. Think about this. The Civil War, the United States of America Civil War, was between the Redcoats and Bluecoats. Correct? So that is the Republicans and Democrats. Fun fact. The Democrats controlled the South. And now what you see is that most major cities are Democratic. And most rural areas are Republican. If I'm mistaken on that, please show me the facts and the figures and everything else. I would love to see that. I know it varies state by state, but that's a generalized statement. Is that most rural areas in the United States are Republican. But here's where it comes into play. The Democrats controlled the South. The Civil War was about slavery, correct? Please do correct me if I'm wrong. Please do. And now the North, which is primarily Democratic, think about it. Just, you form your own conclusions as a person, as a human being, but just look at the facts. And if you weren't taught those facts, it's a crying shame that we are failing our kids in that way, shape, and form. Now, we can't teach them the simple things of our own country, and we have to teach them things of other countries. It's nice to be diverse. It's nice to know and have this knowledge. But you need to have the knowledge of your own country before you can actually expand into the horizons of another country and other languages. So please, school systems, adopt it. Just make it right. And what's this whole new math crap? Oh, it could be this? No, no, no. 2 plus 2 is always 4 and will always be 4. It cannot be 5 or 100. New age math. What in the world? If you think that's freaking correct, then you have been sorely mistaken and taught wrong. And that idea of it's correct is blasphemy. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now. Say what I needed to say. You have your chance to say what you need to say. And if you don't like that I talked about it, I don't care. It is really frustrating. That I'm the only one watching my own stream. And I'm getting my own Twitch gems. It's so hilarious. I just got 10 more. And honestly, I don't even know how much I got. But, you know. But no, if y'all, I do have a Twitter. Twitter is same username as Twitch and Kick and YouTube and Steam and everything else. I have been very lucky and blessed in that aspect that I can have the same name. Because that makes it consistent. Consistency sells. That's why some of these companies that actually market things that have issues with consistency, some of them end up going out of business because they're not consistent. Hence why, who was it? There's been a lot of companies, especially tools. You got to be consistent with tools. I think somebody bought Black & Decker, or Black & Decker bought somebody. I think Porter Cable bought Black & Decker. I could be incorrect on that. But when you're not consistent, your tools suck. They just suck. I like Milwaukee. They've been the best treating ones to me. And yes, I've used Snap-on. I've used Mac. I've used some of the greatest and best ones out there. But Milwaukee's got it going on. They have a tool for every type of industry. They're smart. They're not over-engineered. That's coming from an engineer who actually has to take the stuff apart. My uncle who has tested out Milwaukee, Makitas, Husqvarnas, any of them, Egos. He said the best on electric is Ego versus the rest of them. So there's your little tip for the day. If you're thinking about electric lawnmowers or something of that nature, Egos. They're pricey, but it's worth the money. And that's coming from an engineer who actually took it apart, put it all back together, made sure it worked. It's his job. He used to travel the world and do that. I think now he stays mainly at home. He used to have to travel all over the world. He's been to China, he's been to Germany, Switzerland, Sweden, just all over. Plus, he was 101st Airborne. That is the Elite Airborne Division. If I'm not mistaken, I could be very well mistaken, but as far as I'm aware, that is the Elite Airborne Division. For all y'all getting stuck in the dirt because you just shove it in there, that's how you get out. Oh, yeah, that's right. What does wifey say? Okay. So done talking with wifey. Check out the tweet. I have a follow from an innovative graphic designer. I'm tired of innovative graphic designers. On the way back to each other. Sorry. Gotta do some networking, you know it? Ain't nobody watching but me, so I'm just sitting here just like, oh, okay, cool, yay. Blaine. People are gonna say your Twitch name wrong. Oh man, you only got a 240? good. My wife's package will arrive on her birthday. Sorry. I got all up in the little there. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Get to see who I am. Second time of this, so still not sure about it. I like being incognito and anonymous. Anyways, what's up? That was a little loud. My apologies. I'll talk softer. Gotta have energy. Yeah. I think we're only going to do about an hour today, maybe an hour and a half, something like that. It's almost getting to be a lunchtime factor, and I have to make use of every bit of daylight that I have today. I have a major project I've been working on for years. Yes, I said years. And that's only because my backyard is inundated with water from a certain point down. So I've been spending a lot of time and investing a lot of energy into not controlling the water, but manipulating it the way I want it to, if that makes sense. It's been a fight. It's been a fight. Literally, I think there's a spring head somewhere. Oh, God, no. And literally, it maybe 5 gallons a minute. It's not a lot, but 5 gallons a minute is a lot. Think about mid-calf socks, right? That's how deep, when we first moved in, that's how deep my foot would sink into my backyard. And now, I can actually cut the grass in my backyard. Now, that was only half the backyard. Well, the previous homeowner didn't really care. They tried. But yeah, we'll just cut 3-inch pipe in half and we'll call it good and just lay it in the ground. And when it fills up with sediment, sand, and everything else, because it's real, it's a very sandy loam, which is a sand clay mixture. So sand particles are smaller, way smaller than clay particles. So the sand just packs into everything. And if you don't know any of this, then you know that's fine. Um, I've had to know this stuff because of my drilling, horizontal directional driller. If you don't know your ground, you are not gonna make it. And trust me, if you don't know what kind of rock or sediment or sedimentary rock you're going through, why are you drilling? You can look at your cuttings coming out of the hole. You can look at your mixture coming out of the hole and know what you're going through. Trust me. And if you don't, you might want to learn it. And I've met some people that didn't know what in the world they had in their ground. All I did, I took literally 3 minutes, handful or two of their cuttings coming out of the ground, and was able to tell them what was in their ground. And I'm not a geologist. I love studying rocks as a kid, actually, if that makes any funny. So, and this is pure fact, people. If you don't know what's in your mixture or in the ground you're in, then you need to learn it. Because once you learn it, I guarantee you will become an excellent driller, operator, mud mixer, foreman. Because when you have to open up a hole that is 35 foot deep, it was almost 40 foot deep, 26 foot, it doesn't matter. Anything over 20 foot, you need to know your ground conditions and what you're dealing with. And even having to shore in the box anything over 5 foot, you need to know your ground conditions because that could determine if you get the right shoring box or not. That's just simple stuff, people. Like, come on. Use your brains. And if you're a supervisor and you don't give the people what they need, somebody can die. And that's on you. This is what you got to think about every day. Is whose lives are in your hands every day, your workers. I've been there. I know it. It's very stressful. You don't have the help that you need from your superiors. And all they care about is their bottom line month to month. Well, you know what? That bottom line doesn't matter if somebody dies. So who's amazed I don't want to go back to drilling, huh? I know it's not like that everywhere, but more often than not is it that way. In the quote-unquote redneck way of doing things, you got any kind of water in that hole, any kind of water in or around your pit that you're digging, that's just going to complicate your issue 3 times. So that's a threefold complicated issue. And I'm sorry, but the amount of knowledge that you need to actually correctly diagnose the ground, our safety man taught us the OSHA crap and this and that. I took it a step further. I actually knew more than my safety manager at my company. One of my companies. One of the other companies didn't even have one. Okay. Just so if it ain't safe, I ain't doing it. I'm just saying, people. If it's not safe, don't do it. It's not worth it. There's another little soapbox there. Sorry. I've got to express this stuff or else it eats at me, man. It's like, just do the right thing. Like, what in the world has come to people and companies to where you don't do the right thing? Just do the right thing. It's not that hard. It'll save you so much money. Treat your people right. Somebody's been there 5 years. Give them the money. I invested 4 to 4.5 years at a company, okay? 4 to 4.5 years at a company. They were hiring in people making more than me, and I'm the frickin' boss. I'm the one that's having to tell them what to do because they're like, oh, well, what are we doing today? We do the same thing every day. The same thing. Why are you asking me, what are we doing today? You know what we're doing today. Don't sit on your gluteus maximus for the first half hour of your day. You know what needs to get done before we leave job site and go to the job site. I mean, come on. It's irritating being the boss. You know, that's some of the things that people just don't see on. Because there's plenty of people, man. I'm telling you, plenty of people out there. They make it look very, 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 very easy. Very easy. It is not easy being a drill foreman. Because guess what? There's times you don't have the answers and everybody looks to you for the answers, so you've got to come up with the answers pretty darn quick. Because if you don't, well, yeah. It could be bad. Anyways, that was another soapbox. I'm sorry. But there's nobody watching the stream, so why do I? Well, I mean, you're watching on YouTube and Twitch later, and that's fine. That's cool. But I just like having conversations, people, and there's nobody here to have a conversation with, so. And that's fine. I picked the middle of the day to do stuff. It was a beautiful day last night. It was a beautiful night last night, so. Bet you a bunch of people went partying and drinking and. Yeah, that's cool, man. You do you. I do me. My partying and drinking days, they ain't over, but they're few and far between. I don't party. I go somewhere and I have a good time. And if that means I have a few drinks, that means I have a few drinks. If I don't, I don't. But typically, I only drink once, twice a year. But that once or twice a year is like for an entire almost week, okay? Because between me and the wife, we never drink, okay? I have my commercial driver's license, so if there's any kind of alcohol in my system, that makes me liable. So, you know. But no, typically on vacations, if we go on a vacation, we can clear 2 to 3 fifths, fifths of alcohol. Us two, together. And we don't drink. I got what they like to refer to around here as that creek water. Yeah, that creek water. I haven't had it. I bought it a year and a half ago. I haven't taken a sip of it yet. It's really stout, though. That's what the wifey said. She literally put a single shot into a drink one time, and she drank half of it and was great. So, I know it's good quality. Of course, the person quote unquote, the person who gave it to me, yeah, I trust them with my life. I trust them with my life. And I know they trust me with their life. So, we have a very mutual understanding there. And it's taken 4 years to have that understanding. Because me and this person are so much alike, it is crazy. So, guys, I don't think we got much longer on this stream. Just to be honest, I'm starting to get hungry here. And I need to eat. If I don't eat, it's bad. Not diabetic type deals, but my body needs that nourishment all the time. If it doesn't have that nourishment, then it's bad. It can turn out to be bad. Anyways. Processing plant. And that's not storage, that's a sell point, just so y'all know. That is a sell point. Oh, that itched. Vehicle options, refuel from the fuel station. Yes, I have it hidden. For good reason. But anyways. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for tuning in, joining in. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see you on the next one.